welcome back to Sahara TV. As is the tradition over here, every week we try to bring you some high-profile interviews. This week, before we fold up for this season and come back after the fall, we are happy to bring you another special interview. We are going to be speaking with Senator Ighoyota Amori. Senator Amori is Senator for the Delta Central Senatorial District and a member of the PDP. You're welcome to Sahara TV, sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. So first of all, let me ask you, how does it feel in opposition after being in power so long?
Well, first, I want to say that it can be very interesting. Although you recall that we are in opposition, but the proceedings in the House so far are from the result of all the elections and television I think so far. I don't see that I'm in opposition because I'm in a good relationship with the leadership of the House. We supported the leadership of the House to win this election, and we are working closely. We are working as a family, and then so far, discussion and debates and motion moves so far have been in the interest of Nigeria and cannot be partisan. So I don't see myself as somebody in opposition. Whatever I have put to the debate in the House, it's in the interest of the country. I didn't see it from the angle of opposition. So for now, I don't see anything that is opposition from my end or from the PDP end.
Okay, fair enough. So, Senator, you were in the United States recently attending a meeting of the Urogo people at
Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was that about, and what are some of the lessons that you took from that visit, sir?
Well, thank you very much. It has always been an annual event, and since 1999, I have always attended all the UPU, that's the Urban Progress Union activities, not only in the United States, but in Chicago, but in the UK and every part of the globe where I have been invited. I'm a robo dentist, and I try to honor all invitations that have been extended to me by robo people, and all over Delta, and of course in diaspora, I am well known to somebody who is an adept of a robo cause. So where I see that robo people are having activity, I will always, and I'm invited to attend. But in case of the one in Chicago, it has been an annual event, and I've always attended, I've always been part of them for all the activities. But this time, it was a 3-day event, starting with the cultural night, the first night was lectures on how to move robo to the next level and how to address major problems confronting robo people, particularly the youth who are very restive, youth unemployment and the moribund industries in Ebola, try to put a solution on how to address it to move robo to the next level. The second one was the cultural night. Where, of course, we try to raise funds to build a robo house in Chicago. The program I have contributed especially to the establishment of robo house, where we now have a robo library, robo history. People can come from many parts of the United States to go to robo house and want to know anything about robo. Of course, we'll be there. Of course, there was the last day, which is just sort of an entertainment for every person that came from. People came from home and from Canada, from UK to attend the event, and they went on a boat cruise for 2 hours in Lake Michigan, which is just a normal party. So for me, it was very rewarding, very rewarding. And of course, at the end of the day, we issued a communique on how to move robo to the next level.
Okay, that's all very good, Senator. But some people are saying that there's a bigger duty that you had to fulfill, i.e. being in the house back home in Nigeria, but you shirk that responsibility to work for just the Urhobo people. How do you respond to that?
Oh, no. See, first, I'm a senator not for only Urhobo in Nigeria, but for Urhobo people all over the world. and went there for is purely an Urobo cause. As I owe responsibility to the Urobo people in a year, so also I owe the Urobo people in diaspora. We need to, particularly this period where people talk of bringing back our home, abroad home, to contribute to the development of Urobo land. Going there has been an annual event. Long, I'm telling you, since 1999, and I've been there with them. It has nothing to do with me being, of course, the government has just been a senator for 2 months, and the Senate is yet to even take off effectively. Remember, we were sworn in and when voted on June 9. And by August, when I went there, we were not even 2 months in office. And serious debates are not even started in the Senate.
Okay.
Besides, this is a commitment that I have had with them since 1999. It has been an annual event. It is obligatory on my part to honor all such invitations, particularly when it has to do with moving Urobo to the next level.
Okay.
It's not just today, not that since 1999. And going on a boat cruise has always been part of the event.
Okay.
It is the end of the event.
All right.
So it's not a big deal.
Okay, let's move the discussion forward, sir. So there have been several publications connected to you in recent times. One of them suggesting that you are a stooge of Mr. James Ibori, former governor James Ibori, who's currently serving time in the UK. You have also been quoted as saying that you worship him. He's a person that you have very high regard for. Mr. Ibori, however, is facing charges of, issues connecting with corruption and money laundering and all of that. This is hardly a man you would name a child after, wouldn't you say?
Well, first, let me introduce you. Publicly, before Abraham, I was. That is, I was there before God. People should get that clear. That I was already a politician, well-known politician, an established politician, contested and won election before Ibori came. So by 1987 to 89, I was already a supervisory councillor in the then state. I was already holding big position as secretary of a political party, the then NRC and LPP. I was in the NRC. It was when I was the secretary of the party that Ibori, whose mother happened to come from the same village with me, came, and we feeded him in an election, right on my political sagacity to contest the election. So that is what I mean by for Abraham, I was.
So Senator, if you don't mind me barging in at this point, I hear you clearly on that, and I've actually read that you made these comments as well. But my question, and what really bugs me is, for a person who's supposed to be a neophyte to you, one would think that it should be the other way around. He should be the one worshiping you and not you worshiping him.
Now, I'm coming to that. That's what I'm saying. So, first of all, to tell you, from the very beginning, I have been there. So because you use the word stooge, how can I be a stooge to somebody who I know?
I only quoted that word, sir. I'm not calling you a stooge, just for the records.
Okay. Now, that is that. Now, I also, it is known, ask anybody, that I also protest Ibori to be governor of Delta State. That is well known. And essentially, I was the secretary of the political party that made him governor, and I became his commissioner for education, I became his commissioner for water resources, I became his political advisor. What I'm saying is that we became so close by this situation. Somebody you process for elections, various elections, you were his upper ego, process to become governor. You became his commissioner for education. You became his commissioner for water resources. You became his political advisor. Is anything wrong if you are so solitary? And somebody whose mother is from the same place with you, somebody who was born in the same place with you, we are all from Muslim. That's from the same local government. So I will tell that we are very racist. So whatever reason that may say with Ibori, it is that because we are from the same place. It is very wrong to say I'm the suit to him. Now, if you have a relationship with somebody, do I necessarily say that if you have quarrels with your friend, take time with your friend?
Let me probe that. Let me probe that a bit further, Senator. Let me probe that a bit further. What exactly makes James Ibori such a special man to you? What exactly is it?
Now, if you are from Delta, James Ibori brought a lot of development to Delta. That is a statement of fact. Before Ibori became governor of Delta State, we never knew that government can invest in the development of the people and the community until James Ibori came. And remember, Senator Ighoyota Amori, when I was Commissioner for Education, first James Ibori, I established 4 tertiary institutions the same day in Delta State. That is where you have the College of Physical Education in Moscow, the Polytechnic at Ogwashiku, the Polytechnic at Uzoro, and the Polytechnic at Otefogara, for the College of Physical Education in Moscow. 4 tertiary institutions were established at that time. And the Delta State University, which was developed to become a full-blown university with campuses at Olu and campuses at Anwai. And the monumental development you see in Delta today, the teaching hospital, the various stadiums you see, the Wadi Stadium, the Sapele Stadium, the Asaba Stadium, the dualized roads, the electricity, so many developments you can see in Delta today were the things that brought, and all the bridges were constructed in Delta State. The job part of Delta State have never seen road or light one day in their life. But the Ibori came. There was a bridge from above to above, which they have not seen that in their life. There was a bridge of Madino and there was a bridge of Paris.
That makes a lot of sense, Senator.
You should have done what you said. Give honor to who thank you. That's how he enjoyed himself to me. Before he came, nobody knew that there was money to develop Delta to the level to develop Delta. That's how we are. That's why today he's still been working. Let nobody deceive you. He's still been working by responded by papers.
I hear you. I hear you on that, Senator. But let me ask you: does the fact that he has a somewhat tarnished image bother you at all? The fact that he's currently serving time for money laundering and corruption and all of that, does that bother you at all?
I can tell you, I followed that case closely. I was in the court all through his prosecution. Remember, James Ibori is the only one in the whole of Nigeria that has suffered that. I know it was a political conspiracy against him. Tell me what is James Ibori that others did not do. And I'm telling you,
he pleaded guilty, sir. He pleaded guilty in the court. I'm pretty sure he pleaded guilty in the court, didn't he?
Let me put it this way. In Nigeria, James Ibori was charged and prosecuted in Nigeria courts. What he said, he won the case. He was declared and acquitted. Why is it that it is in UK that an offense allegedly committed in Nigeria became an offense in UK? Was any British money involved in the so-called money laundering? Whereas the man was charged in Nigeria and he was declared and acquitted. So why did the British go? I'm telling you, what is an offense in UK may not be an offense in Nigeria. I can tell you if you follow the case closely.
Okay, good point.
Ibori was charged in Nigeria. Was he convicted?
Okay, let's move forward, sir. So, according to one of the numerous stories that I'm reading, and I want you to confirm or deny this because the story is about you, first of all. But some of the publications that are coming out also allege that you paid a high-level delegation visit, so to speak, to Mr. Ibori in London, and the purpose of that visit was to kind of broker power and share, political appointments and all of that. Is this a fact?
See, let me put it bluntly to you. I visit James Ibori once every month. And I tell you, all known Nigerians have visited James Ibori in prison, including Nigeria ambassador to UK. So I'm not the only one that visited James Ibori. There's avalanche of people, ministers, governors, both past and present, Nigerian ambassadors, high-level politicians, James Ibori in prison. I have to tell you the person of James Ibori. So I'm not the only one. And if I have all the time to visit James Ibori every day, I will visit him every day. See, James Ibori is an icon. Let nobody deceive you.
Okay,
No
but to
matter
the substantive point, though, was the visit about power brokering? Was the visit about discussing who should occupy what position?
You talk of visiting James Ibori, I'm telling you that I even responded in the sense to say that I visit him every month. Every month I visit him. He's my brother. He's our leader. He's our political leader. Let nobody deceive you. I visit, I'm going to visit him. I'm not the only one that visits him. Serving governors, ministers, senators.
You made that point very clearly, sir. But I'm interested in you responding to the second part of the question.
If I go to Ibori every time, what is it about? You think if I go to Ibori, I can discuss politics with Ibori? Of course, I will discuss politics all the time. It's a political. Our party will get out of the traffic and contribute to the development of his fatherland.
Let me make the question clearer. Let me make the question clearer, sir. So, according to this story, which I'm still waiting for you to confirm or deny, James Ibori is practically running the affairs of Delta State from behind bars in London. According to this story, he virtually allots positions to people from his base in the London jail. Whereas, I'll read something for you really quickly. And it's alleged to have been said by you. I quote, "It is impossible for now for any leader to emerge in Delta State without being neither a member of this political family nor an apostle of Ibori's political philosophy. The hand of Ibori is everywhere. His hand is in my victory. It is in Okowa's victory, Nwaboshi's victory, his daughter's victory, Igbuya's victory, etc., etc." Please react to this for me.
Well, first of all, let me take the last part of your quotation or whatever you are reading there. Yes, I said it. I said that part of it, that his hand is in my victory. His hand is in Okowa's victory. His hand is in Nwaboshi's victory. His hand is Senator Manager's victory. His hand is in the daughter's victory. His hand is in the victory of former Governor Odwan. And his hand is in the victory of Somepo in Igboya's victory. And I'm saying so categorically because these were all members of his political family when James Ibori was contesting, was establishing the political kingdom in Delta State. We were all members. All the people I mentioned, Okowa was the commissioner for health. Jesmaya was commissioner for works. Mawose was commissioner for agric. I was commissioner for education.
That was then, though, Senator. That was then. Now, Mr. Ibori is in jail, but he still seems to be running affairs from behind bars. That's my question. How does a man who is incarcerated have so much influence in the affairs of the state?
What I'm telling you that Ibori has good relationship with those who are on ground now. We are his apostles because we work with him. We are never going to say political families. He never has been in jail. Does that mean that we divert our relationship with him? There's none of us now. The people I mentioned, call Okowa, call Wabuchi, call Manga, call Igbuya, call any of the people I mentioned. They will tell you they still maintain this relationship with James Ibori. So if the relationship will matter with him, he faces so many things in data sets, so be it.
Okay.
No apologies.
All right. We'll leave that. We'll leave that subject for now, sir. We'll leave that subject for now because we're hard pressed for time. We have a few more questions to ask you. You were also recently photographed on a cruise ship with a bunch of women. What was the event and what were you celebrating?
First of all, let me put it to you clear. Please, I want you to be fair in the picture that was posted. Go in detail. All those people in that cruise, probably about 30 people in the cruise, they were all people, Urobo people, who attended the Urobo Progress Union event in Chicago. I spent not one time, not even my accommodation. I did not spend one dime. The accommodation was part of it was paid for. There was also a serving House of Rep member. There were generals in the army who were there. General Dominic Korea was there. There were captains of industry. Chief Tito, they were there. Most all the women you see there, they are all married women with their children. None of them. I never went to Chicago with a woman. Neither did I to listen for one woman in Chicago. First of all, know that I am. Since this event, this is the first time I became a citizen that I'm attending this event. But last year, I was there last year. 2 years ago, I was there. So it's a normal thing. I'll be there till 1999. In the process, first, I am now 63 years. It happened that when we were the cruise, if you are doing a cruise there, it costs nothing. I don't think it costs up to $1,000 to hire to be in a cruise in Chicago. Find out very well. Did you see cake? Did you see music? Did you see drink? Did you see food? In a cruise is just 2 hours, 1 hour go, 1 hour come in Lake Michigan. It's not a big deal, not white party. I'm sure you know what's called all white party. And we were not the only one in that cruise. There were other people. All those born in August come out. And of course, I was born in August. And I came out. And of course, people took picture with me. Men took picture with me. Women took picture with me. It does not mean that, oh, it was me. I am telling you, I swear in the name of Almighty God, not even one dime of my money. Couple went into that event. I never paid a couple. So in UK, when I left Chicago, I went to UK. 2 groups of people celebrated my birthday for me. I'm saying that I've seen this Facebook. 2 people celebrated my birthday for me. And I came back to Nigeria, people are celebrating my birthday for me. My birthdays are usually, that's another time I'm celebrating my birthday in Chicago. You know that? In 2009, it happened in Chicago. In 2011, it also happened in Chicago.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for that. Thank you for that response. That explains.
Let me give you an example. It's not even my celebration. People just honor me. Not, and I was not the only one. People who were born in August that day, they got toasted to them in the cruise. Nothing to write about. There's no big deal there. Why would somebody single at the picture? If you go to a wedding, take picture with bridesmaids, take with groomsmen or bridesmaids. And you put the picture. You forgot all the pictures of the event that took place, all the pictures of we took with men, all the cultural
Well, sir,
nights,
I only saw pictures that whoever it is that published them chose to publish. So those are the ones that I saw. But let's bring this interview to a close.
Like I said, I am a married man. I am a Catholic, highly religious.
Yep.
I'm happily married with children. I'm not a woman.
Point well made, sir. Point well made. So let me ask you at this point. There are analysts saying that you are positioning yourself to be the next governor of Delta State. The next governor of Delta State. Do you have Mr. Ibori's blessings? For one to talk of governorship of Delta State is 2023, because Okowa is going to serve 2 terms. How many people know if they will live up to 2033? Do you even know of tomorrow? You don't have control of your life. What a tall ambition. Being a governor in 2023, somebody cannot start from today to become governor in 2023, and there's no big deal in being a governor. You see, I have been in this government for a long time. There's no big deal in being a governor because I have produced governors. I have been a power broker in the state also. So there's no big deal in saying, I want to be excited because someone talk of governorship. You know between me and Ibori now. You know me and Ibori. There was no significant difference between me and Ibori. Okay, Senator.
So,
finally.
me myself, I cannot be excited to say that I want to become governor in 2023. So you don't know what tomorrow holds for you.
Okay. Finally, sir, you are senator for the Delta Central Senatorial District. What do you want to leave as a legacy by the time you hand over that seat?
You see, first, I want to thank you for that. Now, I did not win this election by mistake. People know me very well, who I am, and what I was able to do for Urobo people when I was Commissioner for Education. My house was, they call it Urobo House in Asaba, all through. It is my house that everybody congregates. And Urobo got complete services from me in terms of empowerment and development and taking Urhobo to the next level. It is that goodwill on my side. That is why Ibori got his victory first and got his victory the second time. And that's what I'm still enjoying today. And that's why those who continue with me in this race, of course, they lost woefully. For me, taking Urhobo to the next level, addressing all the problems of Urhobo, particularly the youth restiveness, the empowerment of the youth, the resuscitation of moribund industries, things that make the people to occupy the migration of the people. These are the areas that I really want to address. And besides, part of my campaign during my election was to build an Urhobo house in Abuja, which was what we are trying to do in Chicago and in UK.
Just curious though, Senator, just curious. Does
yes.
Delta Central comprise just Urhobo people, or there are other groups of people that come under your tutelage?
No, Urhobo people. Urhobo people.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, there are Urhobo people. I tell Urhobo people. The 8 people are not Urhobo. But of course, people who are not Urhobo live also in Delta Central.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, Senator Ighoyota, Amori. We really appreciate your time and for taking trouble to explain all the things that were bugging us. They are out there now in plain sight for everyone to see. Thank you so much for your time, sir. This has been Senator Ighoyota Amori, Senator for Delta Central Senatorial District. We're back with more. SaharaTV, stay tuned.